Hey everyone, okay, so I've been looking forward to doing this video for a while now. So it is the absolutely insane things that makeup companies and skincare companies say to get us to buy their product. Now, I do believe that companies want to give us good product, but the terminology sometimes is so insane. So let's make a start. My favorite one is when they say, you know, when they have a woman on the advert and it's like, what's the secret to my smooth skin? And she's like 20. That might be the secret to your smooth skin. Maybe, I think it is. Now the other thing is where it says contains a list, and then they list off a million different things that are just a mess of letters that mean absolutely nothing to us, and they're all made up names that we're never going to understand. That drives me crazy because I'm like, what does that even mean? Can someone just explain what that means? There was one years ago, it was something like, start today for a younger tomorrow. Start today for a younger tomorrow. Well, you're older tomorrow. It makes no sense. Wrinkles appear reduced. Now, what we hear a lot of times is wrinkles are reduced. What they're saying is wrinkles appear reduced. So they're not reduced. Are they reduced? No, they're not reduced. They appear reduced. So other things like lines and wrinkles reduced by 75%. Well, which lines? Which ones were they talking about? Facial lines? Lines around the eyes? All lines? And compared to what? That's what I don't get. It's like facial wrinkles were reduced by 75% compared to what? They don't tell you what it was compared to. Compared to what? So 80% of people said their skin felt smoother. That's great, amazing. But smoother compared to what? What was the age range of the group? Did they have dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, normal skin? See, they don't tell us any of that stuff. They're just like 80% said skin felt smoother. But what does that mean unless we're comparing it with something that we can, that we actually know? And 80% said skin felt smoother. But was there another product they used where skin felt even more smoother that we didn't know about? We'll never know because they never tell us. Another one, lashes. Lashes were 500% fuller. 500%? I'm not a mathematician. Is that even possible? 500% thicker. Non-creasing concealers. Now, almost every concealer out there will crease. That's just the nature of the eyes. We laugh with them, we smile with them, they crease. Things crease. And they're like, this concealer, we tested this concealer, it doesn't crease. Well, who did you test it on? If you tested it on a 6-year-old, there's a high possibility it won't crease because they've got just big round faces. But if you tested it on a 50-year-old, it may crease more. Whom did you test it on to come out with the findings that it doesn't crease? But we never know. Tones the skin. You cannot tone the skin. It's just that way. We use the word, but generally speaking, you can't tone the skin. It's just the way it is. You can put a toner on the skin, which will remove oils, makeup, all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't tone the skin. It's a different word, means something totally different. 500% increase in moisture levels in the skin. Now, first of all, is that even healthy? Second of all, was there a product that gave more increase or less? And which were those products? Because they don't say. It's always so bloody vague. It's like, this was 50% better, or 100% better, or 1,000% better. But they never say compared to what or how it was tested, which just makes me mad. So oftentimes they'll use a moisturizer on the face, and then they'll say to the people, oh, my skin felt so good. What we don't see is that oftentimes they will strip the skin with alcohol and I mean really strong, neat alcohol, just to dry it out. And then they will apply moisturizer on and go, how soft does your skin feel? And they're like, fucking hell, it feels amazing. That's because we've just destroyed your skin. Dermatologist tested. You notice it didn't say if the dermatologist liked it. He may have hated it. She may have hated it. It just says it was tested by a dermatologist. It doesn't even say which dermatologist tested it or what they even thought of it. Just dermatologist tested. Well, that gave me a lot of information. Thank you. Pores shrank by 50%. Now, pore size is genetic. Oftentimes they get bigger as we get older. You can't close a pore. Once it's there, it's there. You can't just shut it down and it's gone. You can use products that can minimize the appearance of pores, but but they won't shrink them the way that they claim they will on things where it says shrink support. No, you can't. It's not going to happen. You can use products that can calm them, that can smooth them over. You can even use products that can irritate them so that they temporarily swell and look like they're smaller, but you can't shrink them. It's just the way it is. There was a really cool one the other day, and the woman was on TV and she was like, lines? What lines? I'm watching the television, I'm like, the lines on your face, the ones that I can see, yeah, those lines. Okay, do you remember, and this is still a good product, right? But do you remember the Protect and Perfect by Boots? It was a retinol product, right? Now, everyone knows, most people know that retinol is a great anti-aging product. But there was a documentary and they talked about this product and they touted it like it was the second coming, right? Like it was this amazing product. What they didn't say in that documentary was that Boots paid for the testing, the studies, everything. So it's not like they just did this test blindly and found out that it was really, really good. The company who make it, Boots, actually paid to have this study done. So they had a vested interest that it would come out really favourable. It wasn't a double-blind study. So you don't really know if there was a better product out there or anything else. It was a study paid for by Boots, but no one speaks about this. They just talk about this Protect and Perfect and whatever it is, like it's really, really good. Retinol is a great anti-aging product. It's really good. It has been demonstrated over and over again in scientific journals. If you can get a prescription one of tretinoin or Retin-A, they can do amazing things. But the way that this was pushed upon us like it was something brand new when it was paid for by the company is crazy. Do you remember years ago there was an infomercial on mineral makeup, and it was the funniest thing, and I love mineral makeup. I have it on here, it's what I wear, and the host was like she's not actually the founder of the company. There was another founder and she left, and then the other lady came in and took over and did the most amazing job. But do you remember the commercial? And it was like she'd take the lid off, and then she'd hold the lid and she'd go, and like a couple bits of dandruff would fall in there, and then she'd swirl the brush. That's all you need. Now, as somebody that uses mineral makeup, I can tell you that's not all you need. You need a little bit more than a little bit of a head shaker dandruff in there from the product in order for it to cover the skin. And it was like the most measly amount. If you will remember, like the probably late 90s, maybe early 2000s, it was like, ugh! And then she'd swirl the brush and then tap it off, like there was anything on the brush anyway, tap it off. And then she'd buff it on the skin. I use mineral makeup. I have it here. And I literally do this. I do that. And then I use what's in the lid, which is usually quite a lot. And then I use a bit more because you need product on your face in order to cover it. Which gets me onto my favourite one. Now there's this new concealer out at the moment, and the company was saying it is supernatural, right? Super natural. And I watched the video to it and it was so supernatural. I was like, oh, do you know why it was supernatural? They literally did this. The tiniest, you need the Hubble telescope just to see the tiny bit of concealer. Any concealer is going to look supernatural if you apply fuck all of it. So if you apply almost nothing, it's going to look really, really natural. Now, if you apply a massive stripe across the face, blend it in, and then it still looks like nothing, then you have got yourself a supernatural concealer. But don't go, and then expect me to believe that it is the most natural looking concealer I've ever seen when you applied nothing. Another one, this is cool. Now, I'm in the process of stuff that I can't really discuss on here at the moment, but one thing that really irks me is when a company may look up and say, this took 10 years to develop. 10 years. Right, first of all, you can create a rocket ship that can go up to space in less time than that. It doesn't take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years to create a foundation, a concealer, or a moisturizer. It just doesn't. It doesn't take that long. It's not that there can't be a painfully long, drawn-out process. Believe me, it can be. But don't say this was 5 years in the making. Give the illusion it took 5 years to create this, or this moisturizer is 10 years and it took 10 years to develop this formula. No, it didn't. Don't lie. If you can create something that can send you into space, trust me, you can get a moisturizer done really, really quickly, and that's an amazingly advanced formula. But 10 years, 5 years, 4 years for a concealer? Probably not. There you go. That's my rant over. Let me know what the most irritating things are, commercially speaking. And when you see a commercial and they're like, and they put on this mascara and you can see like the fake lashes and you're like, Let me know what the most irritating commercials are for you, where they say something and it is so outrageously, it's so naughty in that it really isn't going to live up to those claims. But let me know what it is, because I would love to read them in the comment section below. Okay, thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.